I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
It is, we are recording this on November 5th. Which is not only election day, it's my wife's birthday.
Oh, well, that's the more important
Happy birthday,
version of what this
sweetie.
needs to
Love
be.
you.
Yes, happy birthday.
I love her. Love you. So my wife's birthday, and she had a very short list of things she wanted for her birthday.
Right.
One of them was a new front doormat. Did you see it when you walked up?
I didn't even.
You were so oblivious to it.
I was staring at your pumpkins.
Oh,
You still have
hello.
your pumpkins out.
Hello.
I was
that was my
admiring
wife's
your
pumpkin,
pumpkins.
and you stopped looking at my wife's pumpkin. Okay.
The one pumpkin looks like it was chewed by a squirrel.
Yeah, that was Miles. Or that was my
pretty good.
youngest son. That was his pumpkin.
That's a good one.
And then, but my wife did the one where it's like the little pumpkin living in the pumpkin
The
house.
house. Yeah, the pumpkin house.
And full
That's a good
disclosure,
one,
she's
too.
like, she even said, she goes, I saw it online. She goes, I was like, that's a great idea. She
That's
she
pretty
didn't come
good.
up with that.
You have to, but you have to also produce it. So
So that was a really good one.
It
is also election day.
Yes.
So we are going to do a full disclaimer at the start of this show.
Mm-hmm.
We are going, as the show goes on and we record, the polls have already closed across the East Coast and West Coast. We are going to discuss some politics tonight. And we always say we don't talk politics and we don't talk religion.
Right.
That's how we all stay friends.
Right. But
We're
we're not getting knee deep into this.
No, we are not.
We're just bringing up the closures.
We're just gonna announce when something comes up when they've called a state, and we might even not even say the name. We might just say red or blue.
Yeah,
I don't even. We're gonna keep it vague. We're keeping it light.
Right.
So and I told Dave beforehand. I said I've got friends that vote one way. I've got friends that vote the other way, and we're all just friends. And I don't judge them. They vote the way they want to, and I vote the way I vote. And I hope they don't judge me for what whatever. We're friends, and that's it. And that's So, but yes, right now there's a lot of stress going on in the country over this election because it's tight.
Election.
It's going to be a close one. So every time that we hear. So I've got the TV on behind me that I can't see. Right. But Dave's got a line of sight to it.
I do. Yes.
Dave is going to, when they on the thing, they always come in with their music, the bum bum bum. Okay, we're saying this is the state of whatever is going to go to
whoever,
blue or red or whatever. We're going to do those throughout the show. So when we get an update, we're not cutting into theirs. And by the way, I just want to say the news channel that we have on it. I'm not going to say which channel it is because there are different news channels that report more from one side to the other. I will just say there are 3 letters in it. At least 3 letters in the name of the news channel we're watching.
There it is.
So there you go.
And it's just the numbers. So we're only reporting the numbers.
The only thing we're going to talk about is if, hey, blue or red took that state.
And that's all.
And that's it. And we're not getting into our own personal stuff because that's not what we're here. We're here to have
fun.
We've
got other things to talk
But we are acknowledging that it is a big election and there is some political stuff going on, being as vague as possible, which for me is actually kind of weird because I don't give a fuck. I will tell anybody usually how I feel about whatever. I don't care. And if you don't like it, then whatever.
That's part of the reason.
When it comes to politics and religion, it's a very touchy subject with people, and I respect that, and I respect everyone's views.
Right.
Either whatever way you vote or pray or whatever you do. Whatever. That's your thing. So that's up to you.
Right. Exactly.
We do have the first polls had closed at 7 a little while ago, and we do have, I think, our first state. Ready?
Yeah.
So that's our music.
West Virginia came in first. I think they closed first at 6:30.
I think so, and they went red. They went red. Okay, and then we had another one. Okay.
Indiana,
I believe, went red as well.
Yeah, we had a couple reds.
And then the third one, that's Kentucky. Yeah, they went
red.
Also,
yes.
But then up north, wait's the fourth one that came in early. Ready?
Vermont.
Okay. Vermont
went blue.
Yeah.
And then
and their incumbent whatever person running, who he's been a famous meme over the years for sitting at presidential inaugurations with mittens on. He won again.
Yeah, he won again.
So,
he took it.
So if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Exactly.
Right.
So he won in Vermont.
Right. Yeah.
Or they're saying he's going to win Vermont.
That. Yes, that was reported.
That was reported.
Right.
So anyway, so that's our music. We don't have any bump bump bomb music.
No,
we have the Wilhelm.
We don't have any dramatic
We have the
music.
Wilhelm scream. So every time you hear, you know that we're calling a state. We're calling a state from there.
Officially, not us actually.
Yes,
but
exactly.
The official reported.
This is on the news channel that we have on the TV that has 3 letters in it. Yes.
Reporting. Yes.
Reporting.
Them reporting.
They're calling because there's a lot of states that are too close to call.
Always. And then it may not even be until like
it might be a couple days.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well,
some of these coming in.
Even in the last election, it took 4 days before they officially called it one way or the other.
Right. So this could just draw out. And we're only an hour show, so we're only going to get some of
we're
these
not staying on live all night long just to
no.
We're still keeping this a tight 60
this is
and
just gonna be whatever we got going on.
We're here to entertain you. I poured a glass of wine.
He is sitting back, he's relaxed. I've got one eyeball on the television.
Exactly. And if I start getting sloshy from my wine,
or you hear me linger or my microphone going out,
and by the way,
coming back in, I'm staring.
My wine, I did a holiday pour. And if you don't know what a holiday pour is, a holiday pour is when you fill it all the way up to the top.
You through the night.
That means you don't have to go back for refills. You're not going anywhere. You're in for the night.
Perfect.
It's a holiday pour.
Exactly.
So I've poured myself a holiday pour of Riesling wine.
Right.
And that will be my companion with
Riesling.
Dave.
You know, Lisa likes a good Riesling.
Oh, well, I got this at Costco today.
You did it?
Yeah, it's a Saint Michel Riesling.
Saint Michel.
Which their normal Riesling I like, but this was a different, like, I don't know if it has some weird name to it, and it was like a little more expensive, but then it was on sale for $9.99. I'm like, okay, I'll take it because I like their normal Riesling.
Right.
Yeah, so they have it at the Costco, and yeah, so I haven't even tried it yet. I'm going to drink now, and I'll tell you if I like it.
This will be the good review. Oh, it's a taste test.
Unofficially taste test. Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, Rieslings are normally sweet. And they do have a sweet Riesling. I think it's closer to the sweet Riesling than the regular Riesling.
Okay.
So, but that's yummy for, the fat kid who loves, I almost said the fat cat, the fat kid who loves cake.
likes himself a cake. Mm-hmm. That's good. Cool. Well, there we go. Right. That's a good one.
So the first wine is down.
Good. Oh, that's a good start.
The first wine is away.
I have a shout out. I know you have a shout out. Yeah. I got some house stuff going on. You do
your shout out, and then I'll do my shout out, and then we'll
my
go to
housework is getting done this week.
We
have, I believe it's later on in the week. He came by and did some measurements and stuff. His name is Merle Kerr. Okay. He does a lot of he does some great, I am telling you, he does great work. He's been
like handyman stuff.
Yeah. A lot of, he put in our bar in our basement.
Oh,
the one that we did, the surprise one for the kids.
I thought you did that.
You did the most of it
stuff.
The electrical, I put in the tile.
That's right. Okay.
But we had to have someone come in and build the cabinets out because of the measurements were so weird.
Gotcha.
And that was Merle. And he did a great job. And he had slow pull cabinets. And it's just amazing. He did such a great job. And slow close doors. And then I did the stained glass. Does
Merle come out this direction?
I think he lives out in this direction.
Oh, wow. Okay. I have a project or two I might need him for.
Okay. Well,
that's cool.
I'll put him in touch.
Okay.
And then, so he's doing our stairs. We're actually having hardwood put back on to the stairs. We had carpeting for the longest time, and it's getting worn, and it's been replaced twice now. And it's just kind of gotten a little, do we really want to do this? And it always takes us like hours to clean the stairs. Stairs are hard
when you're not
when they're
tripping
carpeted.
over the vacuum and falling down them.
Exactly, I did do that.
Was that episode 4, tripping vacuums?
That was that was on the front stairs, and those are already hardwood. So that was fun.
Right.
Yeah, and that was the ankle. Yeah, that was a knee ankle.
Something.
Yeah, it was a mess. But this one is the same scenario where it was carpeting, and we're going to make it hardwood. And he's actually doing all the finishing work.
Merle's going to buff your hardwood. Merle's going to buff that hardwood for you. All right.
He's got all the risers.
Is Lisa going to watch?
We're just waiting for him.
My wine's already kicked in. I
noticed.
Just started. My wine's already kicked in.
Pretty quick. But for the most part, he's got everything done. He's putting on the second coat of the finish to the risers, the steps. What are they called? The top part of the step.
The stair? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's probably got a name, I'm sure.
The part you walk on?
I'm sure someone's screaming at the at the phone right now.
Your wife right
they're
now. She's
to
listening.
what it is.
She's going to come in
But
like,
that-
Dave,
he's
you don't know
got
what the
it
fucking stairs
already
are called?
finished, and he's just going to cut them down when he gets here. But he's ahead of the game, so that's always good. So they
Nice.
should go in pretty quick. And we're trying to get this one done along with the other project that we had to get done for Christmas. So
I gotcha.
Cool.
I gotcha.
And your
Very
shout out
cool. I had a
was?
shout out to, we've had an uptick of listeners over the past now 2 months. So our numbers are going up, which is fantastic. I mean, it's a slow increase, but hey, people are listening and downloading. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of those new listeners that are now tuning in every week, as well as the listeners that have been there since day one,
Yes.
which, started off with basically our wives, Dave's mom.
Yeah.
Some of the kids, like,
maybe,
his
once in a while.
right, exactly. The kids every once in a while.
Once in a while
We
listeners.
started off with our 4 or 5, 6 listeners, and now
Yes.
we've grown into having a base of people that are downloading every week, which is
Very
fantastic.
appreciated.
And we
Yes.
just wanted to thank you so much for
Thank you
for
that
all
you
of
actually
that.
listen to this.
that you actually are listening.
Wait,
Maryland. Maryland just got called.
Maryland just got called.
Maryland
That's
just got called,
amazing.
and that's going blue.
Very good. Very
Maryland
good.
is going
Very
blue.
Good. Very good.
Okay, cool. Harry, we've got another one. It's moving
Nice,
along.
nice.
Election night 2024.
2024.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we
don't
do
have that.
appreciate those fans. Yes. Thanks
We
for
do.
listening.
So thank you for listening so much. And
It means a lot.
it does. Because we do this for fun. We're not,
please.
out to be podcasting giants or something. I mean, we're not trying to be
I doubt that's ever gonna get legs. Who knows?
right.
We'll
but
see.
we just do this for fun,
Yeah.
for our own,
Oh,
just
gosh,
to
yes.
whatever. And we just are happy that people listen, and
Yeah.
that is very flattering.
It's always fun, and we do
Absolutely.
appreciate it. And we actually do bring things to the table. We actually research stuff and do actually some of the work for this, but it's not painstakingly done.
Correct.
Right? I mean, come
Correct.
on, really. But okay, so I also had another Lisa report. Remember I told
yeah.
you she hit me in the head with a slug?
Yes.
She kicked a dog toy and hit me in the back of the head the other day.
What?
And I'm like, how in the hell are you doing this? And then
She is
now
trying to kill you.
I really have to think it's a conspiracy. That
she is trying to
end it.
kill you.
And
Your
slowly.
insurance policy is paid in full now, right? It's
Yeah,
fully vested.
yeah, I would say, yeah. And she would know. So, yeah, I'm thinking that there was a definite switch. There was a time, yes.
So next week on Pern Let's Talk, once Dave is deceased.
Conspiracy.
Oh, that's
it'll
okay.
just
You're
be
my imaginary friend anyway. I
Pern.
can just drop your voice in.
Pern and Pern.
Yeah, Pern and
Pern.
his friend
Pern.
Dave Pern,
Yes,
Yeah.
it'll be the AI version of
the
me.
AI.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Oh my
And
gosh.
not only that, but I tell her things and she uses it against me all the time. And
Should you
this
be talking
one,
about this?
we were talking about where she'll just stare at me. Okay, I'll be talking and
dagger eyes?
she is just not listening, and I can tell she's not listening because she's just blinking. And now she'll do it intentionally. Like I'll be talking about something, like we could be talking about the getting hit in the head with a dog toy, and her eye she'll forcibly start blinking at me, and now I'm like, oh great, thank you very much for that.
Nice.
So yeah, she's doing it intentionally, but
Nice.
not intentionally. But yes,
That's funny.
But I did catch her the other day doing it, and it was funny that I mentioned it because I caught her in it, like in that scenario where she's just not listening to me.
That is
And
too
yeah,
funny.
she was just blinking away, and I was like, "Yeah, I know you're not listening because you're blinking." And she just laughed. So now it's intentional. So
I just don't listen until I listen to the playback. So I just talk when you stop talking.
is that how it
No, I'm
works?
just kidding.
Do I have to give you a sign? What's that sound again? When I need
What's
the
that?
sound to let you know.
Oh, you can go with this one.
Oh, yes, and we have a
DC.
Oh, yes, that's
DC has
perfect.
gone blue.
Yep. All these early
DC
ones,
has
right?
gone blue. It's a blue. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Well, let me look at them. Did you see anything on the TV? Because I can check
I'm
the
not
map
seeing
and see if there's
anything.
something
They're
else.
still
Hold on.
projecting
Hold
certain
on.
ones, but yes.
I'll look.
I'm
it
not seeing
looks
much.
like.
Oh, wait. Do we have
maybe-
one?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to scroll on my phone at the same
Oh,
time
that's
and talk
true.
about
Yeah, you've got
this.
your notes.
So,
too.
South Carolina is
good
looking
one.
red.
Yeah, red. Mm-hmm.
South Carolina is looking red. North Carolina has been flipping back and forth all night. So let's see
Right. They're
how they
kinda-
go.
I don't think
'cause-
they're done yet.
No, they still got a lot of.
Yeah.
And same with Pennsylvania. I mean, it's what Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania are the three that blue needs to win. Is that what it is?
I think it's a
Something like-
weird
or
number.
one of
One of them.
I
Some
don't
of them.
know.
I mean, yeah,
the
it's all
road to
over.
270.
The combinations, and then you hear
That's
all
about
the
as political as I
projections.
get. So I do have corrections from last week.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find.
Oh, you're finding your list.
I literally have to keep scrolling back and forth between the map and the colors and then my notes.
And your notes. Yeah. And your notes are on the same.
Okay, correction. So we talked about when I had the bruises on my arm and Dave came over and asking if everything was okay. Like, need to know if I was being abused or anything. No, it was earlier this year. Our salt, we're on well water, and we have hard water. So we have a salt pellet softener thing that the water runs through to soften the water.
Right.
And it had been installed in the house like probably for at least 15 years, and the motor in it finally went. And so we looked and stuff, and to replace it, I called around and got some quotes, and then I went online. I'm like, I can order one from Amazon that's the same size,
right,
and have it delivered for like a third of the price. And I'm like, it's literally 2 hoses in, or one hose in, one hose out, and plugging it in the wall. And I'm like, how hard why do I have to pay somebody like $2,000 to come and install that?
Well, obviously to not get bruised up, I guess.
Well, apparently when I had to replace that one, I first had to like drain all the water out, the salt that was in the bottom, tried to like, vacuum that out. And then the only way, the thing is still heavy because it's probably like about, I don't know, 2/3 the size of a hot water heater.
Right.
So it's a decent sized unit, but I had to like bear hug it to like pick it up and like squat down, bear hug it, and then pick it up and move it out to get it out of the little utility closet it's in before I could even get like a dolly under it to then like roll it out with a dolly. I had these bruises on my arm from like picking this thing up and down and moving it and all this stuff. And then that's where the bruises came from. And I remembered that after I listened back to the last show, and I was like, oh, that's how I got the bruise. Yeah, it was from doing the soft.
Right.
Yeah. And the other one that was your correction that Dave kept digging for the Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, yes.
And I kept waiting for him to say,
I couldn't get to it.
Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, but that wasn't the one. It was the next one.
Well, yeah, it was the Angels and Demons, but it was the same. It was the same character,
right?
Right, and it was Tom Hanks and the same character from the Da Vinci Code.
But I was trying to come up with the author, and there was no way I was coming up with
we
that
looked
one.
up the author tonight, Dan Brown.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought
the
it was
most
Tom
generic
Clancy, but
like
it wasn't.
name,
It was,
but like neither one of us remembered that's what the guy's name was that wrote the books.
Right, and that was like the big
Brown?
thing. That it
really?
It was his. So yeah, I had no clue at all.
Yeah, that was kind of.
I would have never gotten that one.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
We are out of October. We're into November. We're
ready.
Literally 2.5 to 3 weeks. Are we 3 weeks?
Oh, it's
or
late
2.5
this year,
weeks
but yes,
to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we are getting close to Thanksgiving. We've already started our Thanksgiving prep and stuff.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm starting a menu, but that's my thing. I was getting into the menu and I was wondering what kind of things you guys have on your menu, and I was going to rattle off some of the foods and see if that would be something you would, I guess, have
that we would have
menu.
On our table.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Because some of these are kind of like, I don't know if they'd be controversial to have on your plate, but there's some that are just like, I don't think I've ever had that before.
Have you ever had collard greens?
I have never had
collard
that.
green.
No,
I've never had that either.
No. So that's, there's some of the other ones, right?
Which is funny because before we started recording, Dave goes, oh, I had this list. And I said, oh, that's funny because I made up a list for like desserts, which we'll get to, like Thanksgiving desserts, specifically things. I mean, we always have the turkey, obviously.
Of course. But do you do it like, okay, so is it slow roasted? Is it pre-purchased? Is it frozen? I mean, there's a bunch of stuff there.
What my wife prefers is to get one of the fresh turkeys.
Yes.
That they sell at the store. It's like it's wrapped like a frozen turkey. It's just not frozen because it means it's, within the past like week or two.
Right.
Like it's a fresh turkey.
Yes.
And it's not frozen. And then she gets up early and like puts it in the oven and does the whole thing. So we're eating by the afternoon, and like
I do the same thing. I try to get one that's been not completely frozen hard as a rock.
Right.
And have it brined the night before.
Oh, okay.
So that it goes all night.
Oh, yeah.
Or all day.
All
and
night.
then the next night, all brining.
Buff in the wood.
And then be able to pull that out.
Buff in the wood.
And put it in a roaster and have it go all day roasting. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we just do it in the oven.
But do you do the whole
I don't.
turkey,
My wife does.
dark
My wife
meat
always,
and white? Or
yeah, it's the whole turkey. Like I like the legs, and
we just used. Well, so we got around that and just did the turkey breast. So we do two turkey
You don't even
breasts.
eat the dark. Oh, I love.
I don't really do the dark meat. No, and then
God,
it
don't
really
even bring
wasn't
up the
ever
fucking
getting eaten,
bananas.
But yes, there we go. They do have.
There's
to
a
have
window of
spots on
approximately 33 seconds
of when they have to be
before,
ripe.
when it's ripe, from the time it goes from yellow to brown, and Dave can eat it.
Excuse me, Mr. Sour Cream. You know, Lisa gave me shit about that too.
Oh, and by the way, I was at Wegmans yesterday, and they actually have that flavor in the normal Pringles.
Really?
Not just the puffy ones, but the normal Pringles. They have the sour cream
and sour cream.
cheddar, and they had the normal white cheddar ones like the other ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they make them in the poofy ones.
Well, they had the dust. So I guess
what
they
were
were
called?
dusting it. The
Pringles Munchkins or
Pringles Mingles.
Pringles Mingles.
Yes,
not Munchkins.
thank God I listened to the podcast.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't remember what that. I blocked them from my
Pringles
memory.
Mingles.
One of my sons ate them and was like, "Yeah, they're okay."
Did he
like?
like? Oh, he didn't really like them.
I don't think anybody really liked them that tried them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get purchased again. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
think
but then they make those in normal Pringles, made out of Pringles, not out of like a puffy corn.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, the regular Pringles, the duck version. Yeah. Okay, and then who came in?
Arkansas.
Oh, really?
Arkansas is red.
Oh, really?
Arkansas has gone red. Are there any other blues? Let's see if there's any other blues that have come up.
Like called?
Hold on, I'm almost there.
I'm not seeing any.
Oh, there are. Okay, there's two.
Okay.
Hold on, ready for this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Blue.
Massachusetts.
Call
yes.
Massachusetts blue.
Massachusetts.
And Delaware.
Delaware
came in
Friends of
blue
Delaware.
too.
Nice.
All right, they got those, and they're still
Okay.
still counting more votes out there.
Yeah, got the whole map going there.
So let me see. Do we want to know the electoral college count right now? It's
for this moment.
It's 154 red, 30 blue.
Okay.
But there's still battleground states that have not been, like Pennsylvania and stuff, that have not come in yet, that could really change
there's so many.
Everything.
Yeah, we're all over the place here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so what about the green bean casserole? It's usually a popular one. It's the
we usually have green beans
with
like the butter and stuff on it.
But this one is the one that has the gravy in it and then the fried onions
I don't
on
go
top.
That far. Oh no, that's crazy.
You don't like that one.
I'm a very simple meat and potatoes guy. I don't need
adding extra stuff like that.
I literally, if you just give me some mashed potatoes, a turkey leg, and some of those little warm and baked rolls, I'm good.
That's it. That's just the three items.
And
what about
I'll still have some green beans.
You gravy all of it?
Because no, I don't. I don't.
You don't
know.
do
I'm not a
gravy
gravy
at
person
all either. Oh,
I'm not a gravy
Jesus.
person.
Is it even Thanksgiving? I mean,
well, yeah, I don't eat this any other days of the year.
You don't have turkey.
Now the thing is, my
my
wife prepares that other stuff. Like, my dad likes gravy on his, so there is gravy there.
Okay.
She always does, the cranberries.
You particularly don't do the gravy.
I just don't. I'm very basic when it comes to my Thanksgiving dinner.
Really?
I mean, I'm adventurous in other, aspects of food. It's not like I just I want my hamburger plain with no ketchup. And
you want it just like they had it back in the day. You want it just
mashed up some potatoes.
The potatoes.
Pulled some bread right out of the oven, and
so no sweet
a turkey
potatoes,
leg.
Though you don't do sweet potatoes.
No, I don't do anything
you
sweet
don't do
potato-y.
That. You don't do
that's
the
another
green
one.
beans.
Sweet potatoes is another
chicken
one.
dumplings. You don't do that.
I would love chicken dumplings, but my wife already makes everything else. I'm not asking her to make something else.
I will.
But chicken
bring
dumplings,
you some.
that would be.
How about if I bring you some? Because that's on our menu.
Okay.
That almost has to be a thing. So I will bring you a container
Would that still be good the following Tuesday?
Yes. Even better than that. Yes.
Really?
Well, what I'll do is I'll make it and I'll throw it in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
And then when I bring it here, you can thaw it out, and it'll definitely be fine.
Okay, that'll be awesome. If you could give me but
that's funny that you don't like
protein powder scoops of.
Oh yes, it'll be just that. Plenty of protein in that, yes. So no gravy. It's weird.
Just not a gravy guy. My dad loves, because my dad's a boy from Tennessee, the South, and
everything.
But I just everything comes in gravy, and I just never.
Gravy.
It's not that I don't like it. I mean, when gravy's like touching something, it's not like ew gravy. It's not like sour cream for me.
But it wouldn't be on your plate already, right?
No, it wouldn't be on my plate already.
Know, right?
But there have been things like that I've had, like, a TV dinner that, like, the gravy and potatoes and Salisbury steak or something, whatever.
But those are in little compartments. How do they get all over?
No, the gravy comes with the potatoes and the meat on the same side, all on the same side, and it's all mixed together, and it's fine. I'm not repulsed by it. I just don't choose to gravify everything.
And no other veggies, just the green beans.
Well, my wife does a green beans and carrot kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Cooks those together.
That's a good
because
one.
I love like little mini carrots.
I think I'd be shot if I didn't have peas for some reason. And I'm not a peas fan.
I'm not a peas fan either.
I can't do peas, but then if I don't do the peas, it becomes a problem.
So I'm not a pea person either, but like tonight we had Chinese food.
Yes.
Because my wife wanted
But it
Chinese
has
food for
peas
dinner.
in the fried rice.
And there's peas in the fried rice. And I
Totally
love it
different.
in the fried rice. But I
because they're
wouldn't just go
right?
like, let me have a spoonful of peas.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's not.
No, I can't do that
no.
either. Well, what about cranberry sauce? Do you do the cranberry sauce?
I don't.
And you don't do it because there are
The
different
kids love
versions
it.
of that.
My wife, yeah,
where
you've
it's
got
berries.
you've got the actual berry
or just
stuff, which is what my wife normally gets. She doesn't get the can where it just like
Oh, see, that's the one I
congeals out of
have
the
to
can.
have.
Thwop.
And we slice it into little half
little
moons
pieces
and it just becomes a thing.
Yeah,
But it does have the shape of the can on the
Still,
outside of it.
right, 'cause it's
not all mushed up
completely-
and shredded and then created into like a jelly, like
gelatinous,
like a
something
spread,
mold,
right?
and,
Almost
or
like a
something,
spread.
right?
It's
That's what I
actually
was looking for there.
pulled out of the can, plopped out of the can, cut in half, and then cut into little half moons.
Okay.
Which is almost bizarre, but I
So
don't
you
even
make it
know.
like fun eats. Oh, let's eat
Pretty
some half
much,
moon
yes, that's
cranberries.
kind of what
okay.
that
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's kind of
right.
funny, but yeah. But that's the only way that comes out is that one.
Yep. Like my politics, I don't judge what my friends eat.
Right,
You
but
can have
then-
half moon cranberry
Not a problem.
can
right?
bites.
It's not going to ruin
sure.
you.
Rock
It's
your
not gonna
world,
make you
babe.
crazy.
Yeah.
But no mac and cheese either. So that's not a thing either.
I think sometimes we do have mac and cheese because Jilly, my daughter's really like a mac and cheesy person.
Right.
I think my wife does do mac and cheese
Okay.
as well. And I might have like a scoop of that or two, but I usually just let the kids have it. It's not that I don't love mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese.
Right.
But like, if my daughter, if it's, that's all she's going to eat, then I'll let her eat mac and cheese and I'll, not eat some for,
And
she'll
what
eat it
about,
for leftovers.
and then stuffing? The bird doesn't get stuffing in it?
Mm-mm.
No stuffing.
No, I told you, boring when it comes to my Thanksgiving dinner. The boringest of boringness.
So our menu
Turkey leg
has been the
mashed
same.
potatoes,
Almost.
rolls right out.
Well, okay, so our menu is kind of crazy because our menu has been so normally it's all the family comes over.
Yeah.
But as of late, we haven't really had the whole family over.
Right.
But I still make the same menu every time.
Oh, for the same amount of food
Almost,
and everything?
yes. So
Even
we
if it
have,
depends
what
on-
happens is that this is Lisa's favorite, is we create turkey bowls, which basically is a base of potatoes with stuffing and then all the other accoutrement on top with the turkey, the gravy, the peas, everything all
It's
rammed
like a
together.
KFC bowl or whatever,
Yes,
but with all
exactly.
your leftover Thanksgiving.
But
in
everything
one.
left over
So
Thanksgiving.
you're having like almost like a little desserty pie of Thanksgiving.
Right. Until you run out of everything. And then you start running out of stuff and then you get more of other things. But you still have the bowl, the leftover bowl.
Yeah.
But that only goes for so long. Like you can only do that for so long
I mean,
because
that
some of the
barely
food
gets you
just
through
keeps
Christmas,
going.
right?
Pretty
Just-
much, yes. And then you got to start making Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner.
Right.
So yeah, and then we run the same risk of trying to come up with a new menu. But yeah, and then the desserts are a whole different subject. I mean, we have so many that I make. I mean, I know that there's at least 3 pies coming. And then sometimes there's bread pudding that I make, which is caramel and the bread pudding at the cinnamon on top. And then sometimes there's, well, I know the 3 pies are usually pumpkin.
Yes. Same here.
A Dutch apple scenario.
Sometimes an apple, but I wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
No,
and
well,
then-
actually, no. We do. Yeah, we do the frozen Mrs. Smith's Dutch apple. That's a really good one.
Right. Yeah, the Dutch apple one. That's the one that Lisa likes. And then I don't really like fruit pies. So normally there's like a chocolate pie or something like that.
I
that comes.
love cherry
Really?
cherry pie. The Hill High Orchard place, pie
Yes.
place that used to be out near you,
Yes,
that then
yes.
didn't, and now it's Mom's.
Now it's a
pies,
different
right?
one. Right.
Yeah. So anyway, their cherry pie that they used to have there, I literally would drive from Leesburg out just to get a pie,
Right.
And
Oh, yeah.
drive right by your house and say, "Sorry, Dave, I'm just going to
Sorry,
get a pie.
hey,
just
no,
getting
no,
a pie.
I'm just not-
Getting-
no, I can't stop. I gotta
picking
get
up a
pie.
pie. Just
Get
picking
my
up a pie."
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know that place was amazing. And it seemed like the owners changed or.
Well, yeah, and then it was their lease agreement with the building.
Yes.
So the people that owned the building and because they were doing well and they knew they were doing well, they're like, "Oh, here, let's increase your whatever for your next 5 years." And they're like, "No, we'll not."
Right.
And they ended up moving out to Berryville for like about a year into a very small little. It was only pies for order only like type thing. It wasn't even
right. Out of
like
their
an open
back of their
storefront
house
it was,
kind of thing.
but it was a little building. Yeah, that was because I went out there once. Even got
did?
Yeah.
Wow, you chased
And
them down.
that was the
You
last
stalked
time.
them.
That was the last time I had the cherry pie.
And that's kind of sucks,
Hill
right?
High
Because now
Orchard.
it's not really the same.
It's not. And
scenario
I've tried
when
them
you try
from
to
different
find 'em.
places, even like, like local little farm markets and stuff that we have near here. I've
so now
tried
you're
those,
just trying to
and
find the
I
same
cannot
thing.
find the
That
Hill High Orchard
sucks.
cherry
and it just
pie
has to
people.
come close, right? It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it'd be nice if it was close. But
But
you can't
like
find
if you
anything.
buy like a cherry pie from like Walmart or Target, it's just going to be like, whatever.
I get that.
But yeah, it's definitely
But
not
then
one of
there's
those.
no real bakeries around here either where you can find
That is
something
true.
good like that.
I think Mom's is the closest in out
and
towards you.
Was it a la moded? Do you do the ice cream with the
Oh
pie?
no! I use Cool Whip.
Oh, okay.
I put a big thwap of Cool Whip,
Big thwap
on top,
and it's got to be the
thwap.
Cool Whip one out of
It's
the
like
tub.
it's like a whole separate size
It's
piece
not
of
the
pie
fake
on top
sprayer
of my
stuff.
pie.
It's not the
with
sprayer
out
one.
of the tub. The
tub's
frozen
gotta
tubs.
be
You
the
have to
tub.
let it thaw, and then you have to.
And then, yes,
oh my
I get
gosh!
that one.
When I was a kid, I loved Cool Whip.
Would you just
so
eat
much.
it straight out of it?
I got up one Saturday morning to watch cartoons, and my parents weren't up yet.
Right.
And the bucket of Cool Whip was in the fridge, and I'm like, well, I haven't had breakfast and I'm hungry. And I literally took that and a spoon and went back and sat down in front of the TV and watched Saturday morning cartoons. And I ate the entire fucking container of Cool Whip.
It's mostly air.
It mostly is air.
It's mostly air.
But when it comes back up as vomit.
As air, aired vomit.
Because I ate a whole tub of Cool Whip.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm throwing up.
Oh my God.
Like by 11 o'clock.
But you could probably eat a full tub now. But as a kid, it was
is that
different.
a challenge?
I'm just saying.
Is that something we put
there
money
isn't-
on?
I definitely could. I could
Ooh.
probably do a whole.
But we're talking about the big one, not the little one.
No,
not the small size.
just the
big one, the big regular size.
Yeah, regular tub. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I
What is
could.
that? 16 ounces? 8 ounces? 16?
I don't know. Yeah, I could eat it. I could do it.
Yes.
I totally
would.
could.
Yeah, but you wouldn't throw up, right? I mean,
I don't know.
Again,
it might,
there's
it
the
may
challenge.
trigger something.
Isn't that the
It might
challenge?
trigger something from my
it
childhood.
could be a sour cream issue.
It could be
Then
sour
becomes,
cream.
I can't eat
Oh
Cool
my
Whip anymore. But you've had, oh my gosh, someone came in the middle
somebody,
of that.
That was North Dakota and South Dakota, both red.
Red. Yeah.
Both red.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
see
so I
that,
did do that twice. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
double.
it was two.
It was two.
North
right.
and South
We don't
Dakota.
want to. We don't. Yeah,
It may
we
as
don't
well
wanna
be
make
one.
Either one of them angry.
North and South Dakota.
Right. Yeah.
Stay up there in the cold.
Dakotas. Yes.
Near Wyoming.
Yes.
How's Wyoming doing?
I think that's one.
Say hi to his mother for me.
Is that one called? No, that one isn't
Wyoming.
called yet, is it?
Let me check. I'm checking the calendar.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not seeing it called now. I could have sworn that was Montana on the map.
No. No. Yeah, Montana's up there. Montana has not been called yet,
No, I don't think they've.
but Wyoming is red.
Wyoming is red. Okay.
Wyoming's red.
I thought that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Desserts for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Right.
So I love the cherry pie.
Okay.
But what is your hands down? What is the, like you said, so the three pies you went through, and the Dutch apple and whatever. But which one is just the one you look forward to? You're like, oh, that's mine.
I get. Well,
That's my dessert,
lately
bitch.
the menu has been so much. I can never do dessert. Usually we do dessert after Thanksgiving, like the Saturday or Sunday, because we're in the bowl mode, right?
Oh yeah, because football's on all day.
Right. So by that time, you're ready for the leftover, and you can do dessert because you haven't inhaled,
I saw
turkey.
I saw a
and
meme.
rolls. And,
I saw a meme once like Thanksgiving is always embedded in your mind as, yeah, the last time I ate 3 pieces of pie in one night.
because you got to try them, right? They're all there.
3 pieces.
Right.
No, mine would all be 3 pieces of cherry pie. I just
that's
keep
true.
going back.
You would just have.
Yeah,
I
remember
could
that.
see you sitting down
Just
with
like
just a
last time,
pie, the whole just a
Oh,
pie
my gosh.
too,
That's
with Cool Whip.
oh,
Cool Whip on
don't
it.
even start.
I don't think
buff
I
the
could
wood.
do a whole pie.
Buff in the
There's no way
wood.
I could do a whole pie. You know what? If I thought about it, and it was a dessert, the bread pudding that we make is actually really, really good because it marinades like overnight in its vanilla cream, and the bread and everything is
So
actually
when you
croissants.
retire from your real job, are you just going to like open a restaurant and become a chef?
God, no. You know how much problems that is? I've seen the the bear, for God's sake. I
Well,
don't need all
yes,
that.
opening restaurants is exactly.
I don't need all that. And then I don't need to be in debt also just for that. But I have no problem cooking.
I know
and doing
you make
recipes
this
and
amazing stuff, and you're like, "Oh, when I do this and that," and I watched a video about how and I'm just like,
But
again,
it's easy to say
turkey
that
leg,
when you
mashed
just watch it.
potatoes.
That's true. Right. But it's easy to do that now because the internet, right? And some of these recipes I've had have been on paper, but watching a video and having someone actually, it gives you a little more confidence to do that kind of thing. So making a bread pudding that has caramel sauce on it and all
Which
that
is
other
just
stuff
yum.
is just easy because
chocolate and caramel.
you can watch it. And the one that I do is the one from Martha Stewart, which has been her recipe for
Martha
ages.
Stewart.
And it's such a great recipe. And it's such
a pudding crumb dessert.
The bread pudding.
Martha Stewart. Now I'm going to go get high with Snoop Dogg.
Wow. And he is everywhere, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he was
totally.
in everything. I saw him on the Thursday night game. He was doing Monday night game on ESPN. He was doing the music to the beginning of it. He was rapping on that. But yeah, I saw him doing that. So
cool. So again, we tangented off.
Sorry, the desserts.
Tangented. My wine is fully kicked in, people.
Oh,
Tangented.
Tangented.
Yeah.
Nice.
Back around to desserts. So I actually came up with some desserts from around the world.
Okay.
And looked into it, and I made up a 2 real, 1 fake
Just
of
desserts.
international desserts from around the world. 2 are real, 1 is fake.
But not Thanksgiving. These are just all desserts.
It could be any dessert at any meal, but since we were talking about Thanksgiving desserts and going from there.
Right. Okay. No problem.
I got a couple rounds for you here. Australian pavlova, a crisp outer shell with a marshmallow-like fluffy inside.
Okay.
Indian gulab jamun.
Ooh.
I'm sorry about the pronunciation. They are little dough balls made out of milk powder and flour, deep fried and then soaked in syrup. Oh, okay. Or Canadian picked hack. It's pine tree flavored poutine, often served with funnel cake type French fries. Which one is the fake? 2 are real. 1 is these all desserts.
That's tough.
I didn't know poutine was a dessert though.
Isn't that just, well, normally it's just French fries with gravy and cheese.
And like chili or something. I don't even know I know what it is, but I don't know. I've never had it. So.
It's gravy. It's gravy.
More gravy?
It's not chili. It's gravy.
Oh, I thought it was like.
Yeah, the poutine is definitely that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to go with that one though. The Canadian poutine being pine flavored. Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Yeah, that's the fake one.
That's the fake one?
That is the fake one.
Hey,
Oh.
I got one.
Try
I'm already ahead of the game because normally we stump each other.
True. Okay.
Okay.
So
the first one sounded really good. I'm going to have to look that one up.
I'll send you how they're actually spelled, not how I mispronounce it.
And the syrup one, anything deep fried is always good.
Well, of course. Or air fried.
I
like the air fried stuff. That stuff.
Yeah,
did we do the air fried Oreos? Did I do those with you? I only did those with my kid, right?
With the kids, yes.
We'll have to set that up for December. That'd be a Christmas.
Perfect.
A Christmas episode,
right,
holiday episode in December.
Exactly.
We'll do the deep fried Oreos for Oh my gosh. Okay. So next round, garlic ice cream.
Ooh.
Paper ice cream, or wasabi ice cream, not pistachio mater.
I'm gonna go with paper one.
Yeah, it's the fake one.
Yeah. Because I've heard of the wasabi one.
Yeah, me too.
And and I can only imagine garlic.
I actually wanted to try the wasabi. At some point,
garlic is always going to be a thing. So
Garlic's going to be, and the hard part about that one is I went and I started looking up all sort of like capers and kale and all these other things, type of ice creams,
right?
And they have been done.
All of them, right?
There was I had to start completely. So with the going back to the Canadian picked hack,
yes.
So picked and hack are both 2 terms used in curling.
Oh, okay.
So I took those together. So it was
that's
Canadian
a good one.
picked hack. So it made it sound like it was
sounded like it was
pulled
a thing.
pork or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's a good one.
Okay. All right, we're ready for the next one.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Mango sticky rice from Thailand.
Okay.
Sticky toffee pudding from Britain, or some tum sticky BT legs from after I slept with your mom last night.
Oh, damn it. This is going to be tough.
I thought I was going to get a laugh out of that. Some tum sticky BT legs.
BT legs.
When I slept with your mom last night. Sorry, Nancy.
There's it. Yes. We'll go with that third one. I think that's.
Oh, you think that's the okay? Yeah,
that might be fake.
Okay,
yes.
so
sticky pudding though. That sounds good. The mango one. Oh my god! Mango at my house.
I'm not a mango-y person.
The
really? Those are
my
big at your house?
Not me, but definitely the household. So at the Costco, we get the mango.
Oh yeah.
Deep fry or the the
bushel
fried,
mango.
the fried,
Oh,
not the fried
oh,
ones, but the freeze dried. I'm trying to say
don't
freeze
think I've
dried.
seen
I'm
that
saying
one.
fried, but it's in the aisle with all the different dried fruits and everything. So they have a good one. And I can't keep a bag of those in for a week. They're gone. Yeah.
Okay.
So mango definitely big.
Oh, do you know you remember the shrimp chips that I sent you the picture of?
Yes.
So my son ate all of them.
Oh, serious?
The whole bag.
Did you get any?
Yeah, well, a couple. I had a handful here and there. But he was like, yeah, I really like these. And he like told them. So it's a shrimp chip that are like, they're kind of like the air poofy, like Pringles Mingles thing. Like but it's shrimp flavored. Like, and it's weird because like when you bite, sort of, but when you bite, not that hard. It's very soft. When you bite into it, it immediately tastes like one of the Cheeto puffs.
Oh, okay.
Like that consistency. But then all of a sudden, as it goes down the back of your throat, you're like, oh, there's the shrimp.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, you really have to like shrimp to do that.
Yeah. So, well, my son and I both love shrimp. So it was
that's
like
a good idea.
But I got those at the Asian market in Ashburn, and I'll have to go back. And they were only like $3.99 a bag.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's like same size as a normal bag of chips.
Well, you better get 2 or 3 or you're not going to get any.
I know, because I've now all of our listeners are going to be flooding the Asian market in Ashburn.
And they're all going to be gone.
To buy out all of them. I will never get the shrimp chips again.
Unless we get a shrimp chips. Along with your cherry pie. You'll never get them.
I know. Why do I lose out on so many good things?
I don't know.
I've lost my cherry pie.
Well, you got to
lose my shrimp.
I'm sure you can find them online somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they actually are expensive online. I looked on Amazon first, and then
serious.
I was like, I did. Yep. Oh my gosh. I did. So in other weird food news, I just found this out today. Supposedly in February.
Oh wait,
after the holidays,
sweep the one? Did I sweep the 2 Real 1 Fake?
Well, it's an election year. We had to pull out all the stops. So.
Yes, nice sweep.
Did you like that? Sweep. Okay.
Was it? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you swept.
No, there we go. There we go. Yes, thank you. I just wanted to bring that.
Okay, so in February, after the holidays, I guess maybe in time for Valentine's Day, but that seems kind of weird. Anyway, a Reese's peanut butter and jelly cup, and they're going to have 2 types. They're going to have a grape flavored one and a strawberry flavored one.
Oh, strawberry and peanut butter. Ugh.
Yes, in a pre-made thing stuck together and then sitting on a shelf. Ooh. That just seems.
That's shelf life on that.
I know. Are we talking Twinkie or are we talking,
Well, okay, it's going to be wrapped in peanut butter, right? Or I'm sorry, wrapped in chocolate with the peanut butter.
I think it's going to be the same exact thing. They're just adding a layer of jelly on top of it and then putting the chocolate over it.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I think we need to revisit
that
it
taste test?
when in February when they come out.
I have no problem with grape or strawberry. So
same here because we've had this discussion. Your mom bought me a thing of grape, jelly for
exactly. Yes, she had to. Yes, so that works. But yeah, I mean,
in February we'll revisit that one.
Right.
We'll put a pin in it.
Yep.
I almost hate that term. I was like,
let's
put a pin in it.
It's going to happen. Well, they announced that release. Then is that what it was?
Yeah, that in next 2025, that's when it's supposed to happen. And there's like 3 other different ones that are coming out too. And I didn't get that far into the thing. I was just like, the PB&J, what? And one's strawberry and one's grape. Nice. What if I mash those together and then make a sandwich out of them? Yum.
Right, because you just need that much diabetes.
Oh, seriously. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, there we go.
Oh, did you get the box office numbers this week?
I did, and it didn't look like there was any kind of move in the numbers.
Yeah.
Venom again was number 1. So that's what.
And it had like a 37% drop off.
Yeah, 25.9. Not too crazy,
terrible.
but not bad. And then Wild Robot stayed at 2.
Yeah,
so that's
still
7.
Oh well, I can't say that. There was another kids movie came out. It was the oh my god, what was it called? Hold on.
You're getting it.
Up. I know. I'm trying.
I'm filling, but
no, you're not. You're listening to me stutter all over the place
because I can't. It's pretty fun because you're doing what I do when I go blind.
I can't find it. I had it right here.
The other kids movie.
Gosh, yes.
Terrifier 3, is that the one?
No, that not Terrifier 3.
Hit Pig.
Hit Pig. That was it. Yeah,
yes, that's number.
Hit
10,
Pig was the new kind of thing. Oh, major win in North Carolina. Breaking news for you Democratic people. I don't know. That just came across my thing. Hold on. I've got to double check that. Dave, do something while I check this.
Okay, cool. Well, I have the other reports here.
Yep, keep going. Box office.
Wild Robot was number 3, actually. And then Smile was 2. And then the Conclave was number 4. But that new one that came out with Tom Hanks here came out and it only got to number 5. So
Yeah, I saw that too.
yeah, wasn't too great. 2,600 screens though. It didn't seem like it had a wide release. So it's still fighting against theaters numbers from Venom. So
yeah, exactly.
Are you still? Do I need to pander more?
I'm not sure. Did I say Wyoming yet?
Yeah, I thought we already did.
We did Wyoming.
Yeah, I think we did
Sorry,
Wyoming.
I'm looking down on my phone and now I'm not.
No, I get
burn
it.
my
I
mic
get
properly.
It. Well, your Terrifier is close to. It just broke 50, so you're doing pretty good there, and they're still on 2,300 screens. So
yeah.
So-
But it was the last. Well, it's a Halloween Christmas movie, so maybe it might have some legs to
have a
carry
refill
more
and then
weeks.
start coming back up.
So you start watching
you might
now
get
as
to
a
60. I can see 60. in
yeah,
that
because
still.
it broke 50, which I was happy to see.
Yeah.
And that
It's
was
still
a major
going to be
milestone.
in the top 10 probably by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you still got Beetlejuice getting to 292, so it's probably going to do 3. So
Yeah, I
that's
think
good,
so.
300. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. What do we have? What do we have?
Illinois.
Oh,
Illinois has gone
is
blue.
Blue, really?
Illinois has gone blue.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
And
Illinois.
also earlier in the night, which it's too early to call these two, but Texas at one point blue was leading, and the red not mayor, he was losing. What the guy? You know the one I'm talking about? Yeah, the mayor of Texas.
Senator.
Yes. The red one was losing, which
Yes,
was huge
he
in
was.
Texas for that.
We had to
be
make
happening.
it purple. That's a little, that's how that works. But
Right.
that always seems to be a thing. You always see if we have a specific type of president win, the Senate or the House or both go the opposite, which is kind of weird.
Which is, I know, it is kind of how
I think it's
it never really
checks
syncs
and
up.
balances that we have here in the U.S., but
Sure.
I guess so.
Does
Who
anybody
knows?
use checks? Shouldn't it be debit cards and
It
balances
should
now?
be more electronic, but yes, they always go old school when it deals with
Apple
the
Pay
government.
and
The government always goes old school. You know that.
exactly. So yes, in Texas and North Carolina, blue was leading, and now red is leading, but the Pennsylvania still blue is leading.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I think if you are even keyed into this whole thing, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I think I just have one. Did you hit? Can you hit it?
Oh, hold on.
We really need a soundboard.
Oh my gosh. Or
Right?
a third person to
Or
engineer
an
our things.
actual
We're literally
engineer.
doing this all ourselves.
I don't know how that
Welcome
would
to
work.
the morning drive.
You'd
Yeah. KY37.
It looks like New
Top
York
hits
was called.
AM.
It looks like New York was just called.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they project
missed that.
a blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they project New York is
New
blue.
York is blue.
Right, so that just happened.
Nice.
That happened on, and I caught that on the television because they
It's
just
a
had
New
that.
York state of mind.
There you go.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have our NFL Blitz too. You want me to rattle?
Oh, I
those
haven't even
off,
gotten
or do you
to.
wanna-
Hold on. I still have. We were talking movies, and the movies also Deadpool versus Wolverine got
Yes.
its Disney Plus release date.
Yes.
Yeah, so November 12th, which is next Tuesday,
Next Tuesday.
you can sit at home and watch Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine.
Right.
The
And check out all
R-rated
the
version on
hidden
Disney
stuff.
Plus.
Yeah, I'll check out
Oh, all the
hidden
Easter
stuff that's in
eggs
it,
and all the
yes.
stuff from the
And
because
there-
it's
there's a
Marvel.
lot,
And,
so
I'm
there
sure
is,
there's
yes.
a ton. I'm sure there's like a whole book or article somewhere. Someone's listed everything. That was,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be 100 videos on this and that being Easter eggs and stuff too. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Deadpool, that's going to be out on
And
Disney Plus.
characters,
We had
yeah.
mentioned it on I think a previous episode that we would tell people key them in when those things
Come
are
in.
coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've seen or you saw Deadpool. I haven't seen Deadpool yet.
I have.
I'll wait till next
I
Tuesday.
have seen it. Yes.
Yeah, that's just cool.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing now, but I think they're at the headquarters of the different candidates and they're showing just people out in the crowd and they're just wandering aimlessly.
There was a guy earlier they interviewed who got to the polls. I forget what state it was in right before they closed. And he basically came on and goes, yeah, I wasn't going to vote today, but my girlfriend said she was going to break up with me if I didn't go vote. So I got off work around 4:30. Took me about half an hour to drive here. I went in. I was in there about 5:05-ish, and yeah, I got my vote in. So
Good. Yeah,
I just,
no,
but,
well, yeah,
and
everyone-
then they're like,
everyone vote.
and they said, and then the woman goes interviewing him. So on average today, people have been saying they've been in and out of this exact location in about 10 to 15 minutes. How long did it take you? Oh, 2 hours. My address was wrong.
Oh, so they had to correct
So they
him.
had to correct his
They had to
address.
fix him.
And he was there for 2 hours. so his girlfriend wouldn't break up with him. So he went and
he
voted.
had to make sure. Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was just like,
That's
my wife and I were
good.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, you got to get in there somehow.
yeah, exactly. So we did not mention that the Dodgers won the World Series in baseball, going into sports.
So yeah,
And it was crazy because remember when playoffs started, and I said, "Oh, I'm so in. I love playoff baseball, and I love this time of year."
Right.
And I called it
At
in
the
that
very
episode.
beginning.
I said, "If I'm a betting man, Dodgers and Yankees," and that's who went.
Yeah, that's who went.
And I wanted to see the Yankees win only for Juan Soto. Because he joined that team, and Juan Soto several years ago, he was with the Washington Nationals when DC won their title, and Soto was like 21 years old. He was this young kid, and just great hitter, all the stuff like that. And then a couple years later, he went to San Diego for a couple seasons, and then the Yankees paid him $31 million to come to New York for one season, and in the playoffs, he produced. And they're saying that coming out of now, with free agencies are getting, for these players that their contracts had expired, so that they're saying the offers coming into him will probably be somewhere in the $600 million for 15 years.
Insane
deal.
That's crazy.
It is beyond crazy. I can't, because I think when he left the Nationals and he went to San Diego, I think the contract he signed up there was for like $260 or something like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was insane. But they're saying, Ohtani is the highest paid player in Major League Baseball for the Dodgers, who just won the World Series.
Right.
They're saying that Juan Soto's contract could come in right behind his as the second biggest in Major League Baseball, and I'm just like
$40 million a year.
Yeah, I know, and he just got paid 31 a year
for the 1 year.
For the 1 year
without
with the Yankees,
sight unseen, they were just going to have him.
Well, I mean, they know what type of player is and what he can do.
Yes, but then to have him come out and just play 1 year and then.
It was almost like a tryout thing, but here's $31 million.
So now we want to lock you in.
Yeah,
15 years. That seems high or long for a baseball.
They said
career.
that he would be, because he's 25 now. So yeah, he would be
And what
39.
position?
He plays out in left field.
Left field. Well, I guess you could.
Oh no, he's in right field. He's right field. Yeah.
And he's 20-some years old, so he'd be 30.
He just turned 25 last week. So
15, 40.
He said it would be 39, which would be around the end of his career.
Oof. Yeah.
And I'm like, if you guaranteed $600 million, and boom, I'm going to be playing baseball for the rest of my life, and I'm
for one
locked
team,
in. I mean,
I'm set.
He's 25. And it's like he's already like that far ahead of
But $40 million, you'd really only have to play 1year. I mean, come on. And he just got 32.
Even with the 31 he just got this season, he should be done, fine.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
How much money do
and
you
like
really
I said,
need?
I think he got 260 when he went to San Diego to the Padres.
Right.
And I forget how much the Nationals had him on like a rookie contract because.
How much money do you need? I mean, it seems gross now.
Yeah.
But I guess you just go for as much as you can, but I mean.
I don't know.
That kind of lifestyle where you'd spend that kind of money seems kind of
well. And the thing is that the Phillies have also popped out, and the Phillies have said, "Hey, we'd be in somewhere around the $500 million for 15-year thing or what," and they want to throw their hat in the ring for Soto.
Right.
And I'm like, the Phillies team right now is almost all Washington Nationals players that won the World Series.
Oh, they bought them all back.
Well, they got Harper before they won the World Series. So they got Bryce Harper. They got Trey Turner at shortstop, or is he second base? I don't know. He's shortstop.
Okay.
Trey Turner. Was it Schwarber? We only had him for the Nationals for like a season or something like that. And then he was, but then got whatever. So, but he like hits balls. But it's like all these players that
we're on the one team.
Wow. Then it's just like, now just put them all back together, but let's call them the Phillies. Let's see if we can rebuild that magic.
The Phillies light.
Because, the Lerner family in D.C. didn't want to spend the money to pay.
To actually make,
which is not true, actually.
Steven
Strasburg, who won MVP for the World Series that year for the Nationals,
right?
He even tried to get like other players like Rendon to stay and stuff like that, and was
keep the team.
Yeah, keep the team
at
together
because
they were all still a young team. And Strasburg, who's kind of like him and Zimmerman were the two head guys on the team, and Zimmerman was retiring after that.
Right.
He tried to keep the guys together, but it's just baseball, and it's like you think it's all about. They always say the love of the sport, but come on, if you're even a halfway decent player, I mean, you can make a lot of freaking money. But to be a halfway decent player, you have to, love the game.
Oh, yeah.
So,
right. Yeah,
But
you're
at what point
investing
does it
right?
shift from I'm just playing the game to chasing the money? Is I guess what I'm trying to say. You know?
Right.
So I'm not sure.
Well,
it also one last thing for baseball, and we'll get off that. So the Dodgers, Hernandez, who's one of their pretty decent players. Well, I mean, they just won a World Series. They're all pretty decent.
Right.
Their Washington Nationals have thrown their hat in the ring to try to get him to come to DC. So that might be interesting if Hernandez comes to DC. I'm like, oh, are we rebuilding a team in DC now? Is that happening now? Oh, that's right now. That's happening.
Yeah,
we're starting over on that. We're only 5 years out from winning the World Series, but like, yeah, let's rebuild now.
Restart again
Because we've already been,
Right. Well, the league minimum is 740. So
I know.
I mean, if you were a half-ass kind of player and you still got picked up, right? I mean,
to get that
you're
kind
good
of
enough, right, to get in, and you're a backup to a backup. Like let's say you're the backup catcher.
Yeah.
Because most times the catchers go with the pitchers, so you have multiple times that the catcher and the pitcher are together. But
so hey, Ovi hit 860 for the Capitals in goals.
So he's going.
He's 35 behind catching Gretzky for all-time goal scoring leader.
I honestly was giving him
hockey.
shit about not skating, and then all of a sudden he gets hot.
Dude.
He had 2 in that one game.
Yeah.
And then another one this last one. So he's on fire.
He's had like I think 5 goals in the past 5 games or something.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Wilson started off really hot for the Caps and scored like a goal in each of his first 5 games or something, and all this, and then like as soon as they came out, like, oh yeah, Wilson's hot right now.
Yeah, then
he was put out. He just fizzled and hasn't done anything since.
Yes.
But now Ovi picked up, and it's just to see the dynamic of them change around like that. So Ovi's getting there. 35 to go.
Right? That's just
That's what we're gonna have our Ovechkin count. Chasing the record. I don't know. We got to come up with a better thing.
Yeah, we'll
chasing not the dream. Chasing. We'll figure out. We'll make up a theme song for the Gretzky.
Oh, speaking of theme songs, my cousin said that she could give us a theme. She wants to sing us a theme, a little play into our logo.
Okay, well, we'll
have
our agents talk to her.
Work on that,
see if
right?
we can work something out.
And she also wants to be on at some point. I don't even know why or how or what we would tie it into, but yeah, my little niece. Sorry,
gotcha.
Niece.
Well, I last night found something when I was also out at Wegmans that I showed my son, and it's going to be a future taste test for all 3 of us in London. My oldest said he'll come on the show and do the taste test with us.
Okay, cool, good.
I'll show it to you afterwards, but I'll keep it a secret for now.
Okay,
cool. That's going to be a future episode. I just don't know how far future because it might not even be next week. Future podcast from the future.
Yes, and we'll refer to this episode in the future of the past. So that's traveling time.
Yeah. Do you have NFL Blitz real quick?
I do. Real quick.
Who won?
Jets, Panthers, Commanders again.
Crushing it.
Jesus. Bills, Chargers, Titans, Falcons. And you know what? The Commanders quarterback is actually playing with rib injuries, right? Yes. So Falcons, Bengals, Ravens. The Ravens are doing pretty good too. The Cardinals, Eagles, Rams, Lions, Vikings, and the freaking Chiefs won again.
And how many times was Tay-Tay on last night? I saw her once.
Watched only until about halftime, maybe the third quarter, and I was half asleep most of the time. But yeah, every time.
Did you see Kelsey's fumble?
No.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Mahomes drops back. He does this little, quick out to Kelsey. And Kelsey, as he's going down, the defender comes in and his helmet pops the football out. So it's a fumble.
I did see it. And there was a question on whether or not he really dropped it. Yeah, they didn't shoot up to the
No, they didn't show Taylor at that one. But
they did show when he had like 3, he had a stretch of like 3 catches. And,
then he made up for it.
Then,
of course. Yeah. So Tay-Tay was there.
Yes. Yeah. Had to show her.
All right. Well, that's your NFL Blitz. My Cowboys lost again because they suck.
Yes, well,
it happens.
They're building. No,
no,
I thought Dak got injured and got pulled on that one.
I think something happened, and now they're saying, and the trade deadline for NFL is coming up. What next week or
you really think they're going to trade him?
Not Dak, but the Cowboys are going to trade something to try to salvage the season, which is just complete crap because their team's not producing.
We're halfway.
Blah blah blah. I know. We're in November already. It's like
I don't know. That's a little late. I think.
Yeah.
I think if you knew you were down.
Are they 3-4 now? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's it. Just no. Yeah. Sorry, Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboys fans.
Sorry about that.
Oh well, maybe next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Again, there can make a push. The teams that do make pushes and win the next ones and then become.
But it would be surprising.
A wild card. Well,
completely.
With the Commanders at 7-2, right? They're already if they split their next set of games, they're already above 10 wins. You only really need 11 to 12 to win a division.
Yeah, well, it depends. Some are really hard, and some have got in at 9 and 8.
Yes, true.
So that's
true. And the Eagles are always at the back door trying to get in.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that goes.
Eagles,
but
Philadelphia, man.
Teams do
this
sneak
whole
in on the
episode,
wild
all it's
card.
been about Philadelphia.
Freaking
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
man.
so you always have that.
Take you down to South Street.
One team that comes in behind and just freaks you out and just plays the Goliath or the David. Oh my gosh, which one? We got one.
Nope, this is the one. Me saying that's all I got for this week.
Oh, that was the let's kill this episode. Call?
So
okay,
that's
we threw that one right off.
I know.
cliff.
So I couldn't remember if I had said that they now said Texas was.
Oh,
red.
they called it.
I think they did.
Okay.
But we can double check that. So anyway, keep track. Everybody's going to hear this next week after this is all even resolved. And you'll just be like, oh, that was election
or
night.
maybe not.
2024. Election night. 2024.
Maybe not. There could still be.
Fern and Dave, let's talk.
Let's talk.
No official sponsors yet.
None at all.
Still for hire.
Still working on that.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
Go.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Hey, wait, do we have to pay royalties every time we use that?
Oh, God, no. I hope not.
Jesus Christ.
Dave, shut up.
Sorry.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Fern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Fern and Dave and Geek Squad.
Allow us to Google that solution for you.
And the good people at
Reese's Pieces.
They're out of M&Ms. Okay. Till next time.